I believe that an altcoin season is here. I think that the worst is behind us already. Trump already made all the tariffs. He's going to bring the economy better than make the economy better than ever. I think we are about to see altcoins explode very, very soon. Is it going to be now? Is it going to be this week? Maybe, maybe not. There's actually a few things that we need to watch out for this week. And the most important thing is probably FOMC meeting happening on the 19th. Okay, so March 19, 2025, we do have a federal rate or interest rate decision right here. The forecast is currently sitting at 4.5. Now, we know what happened with the forecast last time, right? We thought that the forecast was going to be 2.9%. And well, guess what happened with the inflation forecast? It was actually 2.8%, which is obviously very, very good. Now, right now, the forecast just dropped down to 2.5%. If the inflation can go back to 2%, obviously that's going to be very, very bullish. Now, we have not been at 2.5%, guys, since August, September. We know what happened during August, September. That's when crypto, Bitcoin, literally started to explode to the upside. So you guys can see right here, this was actually in September where we bottomed out. That was the lowest inflation. What happened? Crypto essentially went parabolic, and I'm talking about Bitcoin from $53,000 all the way to $106,000, making it over a 2x gain percentage right now. So we're going to be having a look at Ethereum. We're going to be having a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum right here. We're going to be talking about, some interest rates, what could happen, true inflation. Can the true inflation actually be at 1.68? If that's below 2%, that could be very, very bullish. And of course, if you guys are interested in joining this total price pool with MEXC, there's a massive competition happening right now. The registration does close in 10 days, 5 hours, and 37 minutes. So make sure you guys sign up. The link will be in the description below. Total price pool of over $8 million right here. All you have to do is click on the link below, register now, and pretty much that's about it. Number of participants, 14,000 people. Okay, and you guys can see right here, you could also do a drawing right here. You could also win $2,000, $1,000, $500, 1 to 3 USDT, 4 to 3, or 51 to 100 or 200 USDT. Obviously, the more you essentially trade, the better that would be for you. So having a look right here, starting off with Bitcoin ETFs, the outflows is still happening. There is still a massive outflow for the ETF. Is that a good sign? No, that's not a good sign. But the good news is that it is slowing down. You guys can see right here, we went from 409 to 369 to 371. Previously, it was at the thousands, okay? 1,000, 1,100, 800, etc. And you guys can see we went from 13.3 inflow to 135 to 59, finishing off the weekend or entering the weekend, which is of course very, very good news. And pretty much that's about it. If we have a look right here at the crypto bubble overall is still looking in red in the last month. So despite the rally that we had, if we have a look right here at Bitcoin did have an 8% rally right here. Coming back, attempting to go above the 200 moving average. Despite that 8 to 10% rally in the last 30 days, we are seeing a lot of red right here. Jasmine down 40%, Theta down 40%, Litecoin down 30%, Hex down 50%, Jupiter down 45%, which is actually very, very surprising. Doge down close to 40%. So a lot of these altcoins are essentially still bleeding. And obviously, we are waiting for a massive altcoin season. And the big question is, what will happen next? Are we going to see inflation come down below 1.68%? Are we going to see interest rate come down to maybe 4%? Is this the time to finally cut interest rate? We know what Trump is trying to do, right? He's trying to get rid of a lot of, sectors. He's trying to not get rid of the SEC, but he's trying to abolish the IRS and get rid of it, lower tax rates, and pretty much his ultimate goal is to lower interest rate as well. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of tariffs news. We know that's not the most bullish stuff and the bullish news for the economy. But in my opinion, Trump will eventually make the economy stronger in the future. And in order to do that, you need to build a base. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And even though there might be a lot of short-term turbulence, in my opinion, in a couple years from now, or even in 6 to 8 months from now, we're going to see the altcoins booming again. And the reason why I'm saying this is that things are not looking good for the first time on the yearly chart. So if we have a look right here on the yearly chart, this is actually the wrong yearly chart. Let me go on Bitcoin right here. So you guys can see right here that usually Bitcoin, if you guys have been in the crypto market, crypto cycle, you guys know that Bitcoin does work in 4-year cycles. That's not always the case, obviously, but you guys can see right here what happened. We had one red candle followed by 3 green candles, one red candle followed by 3 green candles, one red candle right here followed by 2 green candles. What is the good news? The good news is that this is still early. We're still early in the year. We got 9 months and 16 days left until this can potentially close green, right? Now, obviously, with all the news that's happening right now, assuming that this does close red, I wouldn't be upset if we see, 3 more green candles, assuming this does close red. And we could see an ultimate, bull cycle or super cycle in 2026. I would not be sad if this happens. So let's say that 2025 is the year to fix everything, right? Trump fixes everything. He, wrecks, the altcoins. He wrecks Bitcoin. He wrecks, the stock market. Gold goes up, whatever, whatnot. And then in 2026, everything blows up. I would not be upset if this happens. So having a look right here, guys, at Ethereum. Ethereum is looking at a very, very crucial point right here. You guys can see that Ethereum is pretty much sitting right now at $1,908. Obviously, you guys can see that this is a very, very, very important support level. Obviously, we had 3 weeks right here on the weekly time frame back in 2021. If Ethereum manages to pretty much hold this level right here, we should see a bounce. The big question is, how high will the bounce go? Will this just be a dead cat bounce before coming back down? Or are we going to see a full-on V recovery shape and see and watch Ethereum go to $6,000? We know Donald Trump or WorldFi Liberty has been stacking up on Ethereum, accumulating Ethereum. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here within the next couple of weeks or even the next couple of days. What happens on FOMC? Will interest rate finally come back down to 4% for the first time in a very, very long time, guys? We have not been below 4% since November 2nd, 2022, guys. That is a long time. That is close to 3 years, by the way. Okay, so obviously, are we going to see below 4%? Yet alone below 2%, even 1%, very, very possible. We're gonna have to see what happens. But Ethereum, in my opinion, if we break below that, guys, obviously that's gonna be bad news bears. If we do close below this resistance, we're most likely gonna retest 1500, which is a pretty big dump from here. It's close to a $400 dump. Okay, that would be a 20% drop, so it might not seem big because we're right here. And if we do close below 1518, we could actually see Ethereum retesting this level right here at $962. I don't see that happening. It looks like the RSI is looking oversold, or we are getting near that oversold area. Assuming this candle does close, you could expect Ethereum to pretty much come down to close to 30 on the RSI. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Obviously, this upcoming week is going to be big. I think I'm very, very optimistic. I'm very, very bullish. A lot of people are going to call me moon boys. That's up to you. You guys do your own research. You guys do your own due diligence. I'm going to keep accumulating Ethereum, Bitcoin, and all the altcoins that I own right here. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video tomorrow.